Jumping maybe I straight out past niggas. Dripping in Bottega, bitch, I'm nothing like your last nigga. Show you I have a tick, I'm a young nigga, but I'm a trap nigga. Just like that ass. A bitch me with a clap nigga. Take a skinny hoe, go to the doctor and get her ass bigger. Nigga tryna rock my way just like the server. These niggas some rap real. I ain't tripping, I got that switch, nigga out murky. Got a fast trip. I ain't tripping whenever I heard it, I just wake up, go buy a bad nigga. Can't speak for other niggas, but all trap niggas, they like bad bitches. All trap niggas, they like bad bitches. All trap niggas, they like bad bitches. Niggas be placing all them buttons, we already had switches. Real trap niggas don't like no sad bitches. Trying to get my dick, so we already past kisses. Cut the kick up on my whip, don't fuck with lame bitches. When you fuck a rich nigga, the fame came with it. A nigga ain't wanna tint you up, he said it came tinted. Nigga ain't wanna get that bumper fix, it came in it. You need a rich nigga in your life, we ain't lame kicking. Come through super coupe on all these bitches, lame bitches. You sliding with the biggest beat, no Bentley coupe. Bought a bitch on first, go take a bad bitch, I invented you. I can't bring up what I bought a bitch, cause I'm too in the loop. Cause no, she hold it down and she gon' pull up, get in the rooms too. I'm rubbing on your ass, little bitch, I'm feeling you. Soon I get that Migo in my system, you know I'm bending through. Don't ask me what I'm doing, bitch, you know what I'm trying to get into. Catch me while I'm hot and ready, catch me while I'm in my mood. Can't speak for other niggas, but all trap niggas, they like bad bitches. All trap niggas, they like bad bitches. All trap niggas, they like bad bitches. Niggas be praising all them buttons, we already had switches. Don't turn me down, folks. Turn me up.
Hey, when I get the neon lights from the background, that shit gonna be fire.
Everybody know we getting thriller. Everybody know where we from, this shit get realer. If I put it in my song, tell me do it, mean I dip. She don't know she wanna fuck on me or going for my nigga. But I ain't tripping, do myself a favor. Let my man hit her. How the fuck she gon' respect me? She ain't got no father figure. Put it down like Ashton Jackson, but I ain't no hillbilly. Yeah, we from the same city, but I ain't vouching for them niggas. I never cap, I only hang around them drug dealers. Big ol' blick and make him freeze up his ass or obstacle.
You wanna use the second room as a walk-in closet?
My best hitter. Try to tell her that scroll back full up, no caterpillar. Try to tell the same niggas. I was destined to be bigger. I ain't lying, I was lying, stole no game, me
nah, for real though.
Out of project non-lit, know my niggas cost it figure. I don't think a nigga pat more hoes than juice up in a sprinter. You don't think we have emotion? You don't think we getting money? You don't hear about niggas dying? You don't think my niggas done it? I think I don't knock more hoes off the mountain than Ted Bundy. RIP, but I can't let them do me like they did Lil Play on creep if I ever catch my niggas moving funny. Play with big my niggas coming. They ain't playing by the youngin'. Put it down, she know I'm pressure. Tryna start that bitch from running. Shoot up shit like I'm Big Word. I ain't playing by my money. Everybody know we getting skrilla. Everybody know where we from, this shit get realer. If I put it in my song, tell me do it, mean I dip. She don't know she wanna fuck on me or going for my niggas. But I ain't tripping, do myself a favor. Let my man hit her. How the fuck she gon' respect me? She ain't got no father figure. Put it down like Ashton Jackson, but I ain't no hillbilly. Yeah, we from the same city, but I ain't vouching for them niggas. Put it down and get in action. Hit it down, you gotta flash me. Pops taught me how to drop. Bubble up when I'm with ransom. Oh, you know I'm younger than charge, bitch. You ain't gotta answer. Slide with a bitch with a gap. Way bigger than Michael Blackson. Put that strap on a nigga. Do his ass just like his daddy. Hope he saying I'm too serious, bitch. I don't do no laughing. I ain't with it back and forth. Tell that nigga go pick his casket. Tell that nigga he never tucked 100. Fuck him, he ain't having. Tell that nigga I'm trying to fuck on the little bitch. Do it nasty. Gotta know I'm way too lit to fuck a bitch without a plastic. Mama told me never put all of your eggs in one basket. Gotta have a fallback game. Gotta know this shit get drastic. Everybody know we getting skrilla. Everybody know where we from, this shit get realer. If I put it in my song, tell me do it, mean I dip. She don't know she wanna fuck on me or going for my nigga. But I ain't tripping, do myself a favor. Let my man hit her. How the fuck she gon' respect me? She ain't got no father figure. Put it down like Ashton Jackson, but I ain't no hillbilly. Yeah, we from the same city, but I ain't vouching for them niggas. So that be on some public house shit. Every song, man. I don't talk about getting money, man. You pushing paper on getting money, man. Oh, that's how you coming now. This traffic boarded up, this bitch is like a honey house. Don't touch these pieces right here, these boys right here, white only pies. I say these bitches want white boys, I keep the price up high. Ain't no we loving on none of these hoes, these bitches be bugging out. No 4-5 bullets, big as fuck, look like they jugging out. Can't close the spot, we keep it trapping even when it's hot. I see a nigga get some money, then I get a spot. Like, hold on, wait, how much the bricks again? Niggas ain't dead, fuck it, don't spin again. Alright, I made my show, I'm at the spot trying to get those chickens in. I don't give a fuck, nigga, you 9 to 12, nigga, I don't fuck with pins. Around and I don't make better, just put this dope up in your wing and bring them in. Take a rich bitch that run up these Benjamins. All the call last year, a whole nother nigga rap my shit. I'm sticking with my nappy for ain't trying.
Knockout. I'm taking fire. Taking that. 1 minute remaining. Drill time. Throw grenade!
We are gonna go ahead and get started. So, if you guys haven't been following, again, you can go to my website for all the stuff. And age, I think it's one of the most important books of the Bible to read, along with some other prophecy books.
Hey, shut up.
And and then we also, I was talking to you guys about the identity of the 144,000 and who they are. We dabbled a little bit about the teachings of the Galatians. And we've also learned in the beginning of this how God has allowed a mixture of the Babylonian system and the true gospel to mesh between Christianity for a very, very, very long time, and how after the rapture takes place, God is not going to allow that any longer. He will not allow that. I'm so sorry to hear that. If you don't mind, stick around. Just get you guys up to speed. I don't want to waste too much time. But again, you guys can read all about that in my notes on my website. It's all there in chronological. Wow, words are hard. Chronological order. So you guys can go and download those. 2. So, tonight we are now getting into these different churches, and we're going to talk about them a little bit. So, the first, if you go to Revelation chapter 2, if you guys want to pull out some stuff to take notes, if not, we'll have the notes afterwards. I'm going to go see you guys on my website. I mean, it's okay, we're just getting started. So, I'm going to go ahead and read Revelation chapter 2, verses 1 through 7 first, as we talk about the Church of Ephesus. I read the King James Version. I've got a King James study Bible that I use to study. When I am teaching to you guys, I use the New King James Version, and then sometimes in my notes I use the English Standard Version, just depending on the verse. We don't want to change it up too a lot, just because sometimes if the verse changes a little bit, it can take it out of context. So, we're going to go ahead and read verses 1 through 7, okay? Alright, this is called the Loveless Church, right? It says, and this is John speaking here, just so you guys know. It says, to the angel of the church of Ephesus write, these things say, he who holds the 7 stars in his right hand, who walks in the midst of the 7 golden lampstands. I know your works, your labor, your patience, and that you cannot bear those who are evil. And you have tested those who say they are apostles and are not, and have found them lying. And you have persevered and have patience.
Don't worry about camping.
For my name's sake, and have not become weary. Nevertheless, I have this against you, that you have left your first love. Remember therefore where you have fallen, repent and do the first works, or else I will come to you quickly and remove your lampstand from its place, unless you repent. But this you have, that you hate the deeds of the Nicolaitans, which I also hate. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To him who overcomes, I will give to eat from the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of God. Okay, so again, we learned a little bit about the Nicolaitans and their teachings. Now it goes all the way back to Mystery Babylon. I should have said Mystery Babylon. Babylon, Nimrod, and the teachings of Babylon goes all the way back to the first century, okay? Alright, so we read that. Let's get into it. Let's dissect it a little bit, okay? So, the information that is contained in the letters to the 7 churches, which we're going to go through in chapters 2 and 3, was written for the sake of the next cohort of believers, okay? Which is going to be the 144,000 of Israel, who have the potential of being kings and priests along with Christ, once present firstborn sons have been removed from the earth, okay? So, who are the present firstborn sons? That's you and me, okay? We're removed from the earth, raptured, harpazo, caught up, whatever you want to call it. We could go into debate on the words all we want, but however you want to say it, once we're out of here, okay? Now, the content of each letter was meant to encourage and warn all members of the churches, not just the church being named, okay? They are to hear what the Spirit is saying to the churches, okay? It says that. Pretty much after each church that it's talking about, it says, he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches, okay? So, they are to, again, hear what the Spirit is saying to the churches. Now, some churches will experience more or less levels of persecution and trial in the days immediately after you and I and believers that are present here on earth are raptured, okay? And just there is a tendency for people who want to follow in the footsteps of another, the next cohort of believers will be tempted to follow our example of what constitutes a church, okay? An example of which, for the most part, they are not to emulate at all, because as we have learned from our past couple of Bible studies, again, there has been a mix of false doctrine in the church and the teachings of the Nicolaitans and the Babylonian system. It's been intermixed with the church. And after we are out of here, God will not tolerate that any longer, okay? So, once we are gone, the invasion of the harlot within the institutional church is going to be total, and it's going to be complete, okay? There's not going to be a mix anymore. It's going to be complete separation. You're either for God and you're with God, or you're not, okay? Now, in this series on the 7 churches, I have addressed the idea that God hates a mixture, okay? He doesn't even want a little bit of the world to show up in our fellowship. However, The Bible tells us at the present time that God has allowed the harlot to infiltrate and influence our assemblies. The Gospels are replete with examples of this mixture between God's people and the world, which is the parable of the woman mixing leaven into the 3 measures of meal. And another parable would be the parable of the mustard seed growing into a giant tree, in which the birds or demons feel at home. And these are these 2 examples of how Jesus prophesied that the church would be influenced by the teaching, an example of the Babylonian hierarchical world system. Okay? Now, the Babylonian top-down hierarchy method of control has influenced Christianity since its inception, okay? Leaders, teachers, pastors, priests, trained people who know more than you exercise a level of control that should only belong to Christ through the Spirit, okay? These Jezebel-type teachers or prophets are already here, okay? They're here in the churches today. Okay, encouraging believers to come to the table and unite with the Abrahamic, if you will, religious system currently being promoting by the globalists right now. I know I'm going to sound crazy. I don't care. It's what the Bible prophesies, okay? So, in addition to the Nicolaitans, Jezebel, whatever you want to call them, the letter to the church of Ephesus describes false apostles who will attempt to make their way into end-time churches delivering a false message, okay? Let's go back to verse 1 and 2. To the angel of the church of Ephesus write, these things say he who holds the 7 stars in his right hand, who walks in the midst of the 7 golden lampstands. I know your works, your labor, your patience, and that you cannot bear those who are evil. And you have tested those who say they are apostles and are not, and have found them liars. Let's define some terms here, okay? What is an apostle? Okay, the Greek word for apostle is apostolos, which is a messenger, okay, envoy, delegate, or one commissioned by another to represent him in some way, especially a man sent out by Jesus Christ himself to preach the gospel, okay? Now, an interesting note that in Revelation chapter 2, verse 1, Jesus says that he has 7 stars in his right hand, okay? In Revelation chapter 1, verse 20, we are told that stars are angels, okay? So if you go to Revelation chapter
Hardline. UAV ready to deploy.
Copy. UAV orbiting the AO. Recon is online.
Flight ready for fire mission.
UAV is fuel. RTB at this time.
Hostile UAV in the area. Hostile cluster mine detected. Quick fix online. Hostile VTOL incoming.
Copy that. Mortar strike inbound now. Impact. No hit.
Free for all.
Target
mine online.